People would expect him to hold certain views, which he doesn't.
Sure, he gets confused with being a Muslim all the time. People don't know as much about Sikhs as they do about Muslims.
His background would have been perfectly acceptable had he followed their politics, and they would have embraced it instead and applauded him for being a minority on this campus. But because he dared to be a conservative and speak his mind, they attacked him for it.
I thought I would err on the side of caution. I wouldn't want Sukhmani to be confronted or maybe physically assaulted and me not have said anything.
So he emails me stuff that would put the Spanish Inquisition to shame, I think was a quote from there. Most people seem to be the most interested in was one saying that we should shoot all those ragheads in the face.
I counseled him to take this seriously, and I counseled him to bring this to the attention, as per the student handbook of the Dean of Students. I think, given the context and the wording, it could, and probably absolutely post-Columbine, be taken as a threat against his person.
The thing was, the faculty advisor knew these emails were going out, and she hadn't stopped it or done anything like that.
The woman who's supposed to be the oversight for the issues committee came out and made a statement. Oh, he was upset, and you know, we've all said stupid things before.
The notion of shooting someone in the face, even used in this day and age as a metaphor or as a joke, well, if that email had been sent in a high school in this country, they would not have said, oh, someone's joking or got carried away, or they couldn't afford to.
So here at the University of Tennessee, you have free reign to issue death threats against a conservative.
That's how it looks.
Great things are happening at the University of Tennessee.
At first, UT just ignored the threats against Sukhmani. But when students collected signatures to protest the handling of the case, the administration played hardball.
We saw that nothing was happening, and that prognosis was nothing was going to happen.
We decided to do a petition and just tell people what was going on. People were just shocked, and a lot of people stopped and signed our petition.
One of the members of the administration called the UT Police Department and told the officer to go down and collect the names of all the students who were at the table and to make them leave.
The cops on bikes and the nice tight shorts rolled up.
He said that an administrator had called, and we said we had to shut down.
And he's like, the dean just called me and told me to shut you down.
There were some considerable efforts to intimidate students. A professor at the University of Tennessee, who I consider a mentor and a friend, had called me into his office. Word had come down from higher up that he needed to speak with me and asked me to back off, that I was risking my standing within the political science department and within the university at large.
The faculty advisor of the committee wrote a comment in the paper saying, we're sorry that these things came out, that they were public.
Not we're sorry that they happened.
That's right.
The author of the most notorious of the emails was called in and basically given a little questioning by the dean of students. She felt that he had not violated any part of the university's code of conduct.
Really?
Yes.
Of course, this raises the whole question that political correctness and intolerance on the left against right. Yes, this occurs to me, but to me it was the language used and the implication of violence.
The administration ultimately had no punishment whatsoever, is that correct?
None.
Nothing like a fraternity being suspended.
What the five guys did was stupid, but it wasn't threatening anybody. There wasn't an email which said, shoot him in the fucking face.
Kind of makes you think there might be a double standard there.
I'm not for speech codes. I'm not for political correctness. But yes, it does show a double standard in that it violates their codes.
Has this whole experience changed your view of the university at all?
Well, you might say it's confirmed it.
I think that just reaffirms everything that we had ever thought.
This may have just increased the extent to which I've seen the university as a dogmatic leftist institution.